Vietnam. Is that copyright?
Yeah.
Is that copyright?
Of course.
Okay. I just did the Robin Williams thing just now. Good morning, you know where. And I asked Joe, is that copyright? And he said, of course.
You don't think so?
So, oh, that's copyright for sure. We are heading down to the funeral. Let me take this call. I'll be right back. You want to buy another one? I'm back, guys. When you see me put my finger like that, I'm opening the door. I think the camera is getting kind of long in the tooth, and the door doesn't open all the way. The little barn door type thing. That was my friend Johnny. So recently, somebody reached out to me, and I wanted to make sure of who that person was, and the person knew my friend Johnny. So you know, you gotta vet people that come into your life, right? So anywho, let's go back to the story. What was I telling you guys? I forgot. By the way, look back there, if you guys can see it, this party pack thing, those chafing units, those are from my mom. They're the throwaway kind, but you can reuse them if you get new pans to put the food in. So we're taking that to keep the food warm. But what I did this morning to heat up the turkey and the rice and beans was I put another pan underneath the pan that the thing is in, put some water in the pan that's underneath, and then heat it up in the oven, and then now it's sitting in that warm water. So I think it'll stay warm for a little bit, and then by the time we get over there and we have to serve the food at 12:30, right now it's what time? After 9, and 9:09. So it's not gonna stay warm in that water the whole time, but at least we can light those candles. You know what I mean? Yeah, we have to make sure there's water still in there, light those candles, and then somebody has to stay there and watch it. We just can't light those candles and walk away, you know? Me and Joe might have to leave out of the service or something, or maybe somebody else doesn't mind doing that. Yeah, so we're taking the rice and beans, the turkey. I cut it up, white meat one side, dark meat one side, the stuffing. What else, Joe? The little bit of potato salad, the chocolate cake, and that one pumpkin pie that we got from the box that Leah gave us. Well, it's the church. Leah's church gave us a box for Thanksgiving, and it had a lot of things in there that we could use. This thing that I could give away, the turkeys from that box, praise God, and then some of the stuff we gave to Louis. So, you know, food goes a long way. Like any kind of box brownie and canned beans and stuff like that we gave to Louis. So, yeah, I hope my aunt holds up today, although, you know, there's nothing wrong with her breaking down and crying. This is her husband of 42 years, and she's only 62 years old. She's very young. She's got a long life ahead of her. I'm speaking that over her right now. This is my mom's baby sister. Guys, we are driving to the burial site. It's all on the same campus, of course, and the church was kind of full, huh, Joe? How much you say, about 50 or 60 people? About 50 or 60 people for a Thursday, rainy Thursday. My Aunt Jenny's holding up pretty good. She cried a couple of times, but I think normal crying, not like heart-wrenching, you know what I mean, Joe? But every time I see her cry, I have to cry. And that's because I've always been my Aunt Jenny's sidekick, ever as far back as I can remember. I think the earliest age I can remember is age 6, when my sister was born and they brought her home from the hospital. I don't remember too much between 6 and 10, except Aunt Jenny's wedding. And I was a bridesmaid in the wedding, and the 3 other girls that were bridesmaids in the wedding, they're here. That's my other cousin Effie, which is my Aunt Lita's daughter, Jenny's husband's sister, and his cousin. I think that's his cousin. All of us girls are here. Well, we're all women now, of course. We're all here. His sister came from Texas. Another older sister came from Texas. My Uncle Roger's here. My older brother's here. And yeah, only my younger brother's acting stupid. He barely said hello to me when I said hello, and he would much prefer not to talk to me. All because of that fight that he had with Jada, what, 2 years ago?
You say hello to her today?
I had to say hello first, and he strained one out like if he was constipated. He was like, hello. I used to change his diapers. Look, okay? Now the rain come. I just told Jada to hold up good for the burial. The rain came. We left my cousin Effie and her husband Robbie to watch the food, so we lit the candles underneath the thingy, under the chafing unit, so he could warm up the rice and beans and the turkey. And there's other food there. Somebody brought another chafing unit. That's not our chafing unit, right? That's too tall. We have a third one, but I didn't have time to go find that and light that. Oh, somebody's calling my phone. My phone's on quiet. Let's see.
All the day long, this is my soul, this is my song, this is my Savior, all the day long.
You want us to watch the actual burial? Well, we could watch it from a distance. They did not allow us to film it, but the people that my sister hired, they filmed it anyways. So yeah, we're going to the reception. My cousin Effie and Robbie to take care of the food. And Joe, no, Jenny didn't go into the car. And Joe said I left the wrong two because they're gonna eat us out of house and home. I'm like, Effie better not dare. I'm trying to get my phone out of my boot. I had to put my phone in my boot, and then Joe took the big beach umbrella to cover us from the rain, but it didn't. The rain didn't last too long. Yeah. So the people who did the photography for my mom's services, my sister hired them to do this, and I just want to thank them for what an awesome job they did. This is the book. This is me and mommy's thing every time I went to a funeral. She's like, did you bring the book? I want to see the book. It's the program, what we call it, the book. So if you guys can see this, I think he looks like Benicio del Toro right here, something in the eyes or whatever. Yeah, everybody had their little crying moments, but everybody's holding up good. Now we're heading over to the food. I left them to watch the food because the candles are lit underneath it. No matter if the day cold, I still need cold ice water. So my aunt's husband sister, she came from San Antonio. She is like a year older than I am, and she brought like a little thin sweater, and she's like, oh my god, California is never cold, I hear, and look what I'm wearing. So I had a jacket that I could loan her. Huh? No, she came by herself with her sister and the sister's son, the older sister and the son, so that's the nephew. But the old lady, the old white looking lady, that's Chella's cousin from she lives in Alhambra or somewhere like that. And who else? And Irman, the husband, she's a cousin too. I don't know how they're all related though. I think that white looking lady is related through the dad, because the dad was light skinned. Oh, my lord, it's cold. It's freezing cold. My hands are numb. No, but when you go to the store, they don't got it. One of them want cow on it. Where the hell me I find clotted cow? I would draw a cow. This About 6 coming out of the back. And the big one. not interested. I'm going to buy next time. Cholito and monopolize my time.
Huh?
Cholito and monopolize my time. The ball? Hi, baby. Say cheese. Say cheese.
No, put that in your mouth.
Did I give you those?
Is it a? This Irma was next to me, then Cello, then Jenny, then Sally, then Effie. It was the four of us. Look what I want up the Jen. Oh, look at that one. That's all of us for Christmas. No talk, no talk, no gossip on this camera. This is my Aunt Lita. This is Brother Phil. Brother Phil. You win $6 for Squatter? You don't call it a foolishness here already?
We just made $3.
And that one is $5.
Bring outside songs?
Yeah.
But people never left. They see a box up and somebody going to say out over there. At least they put it in, you know?
You know why, Jenny? Because you guys wanted to see it, so that's why they did it.
Huh?
You guys wanted to see it, that's why they did it.
Okay.
Most Americans don't want to see it. We came back to the grave before we left. Everybody's leaving right now. So this is the burying ground in Long Beach, All Souls burying ground or cemetery. You know, on the very day when it rained cats and dogs and elephants and everything else, Jada's car stalled. It would not start. So it's either the battery or the alternator, but it's been stalling for a while now, and then she get out and jiggle the battery and it's okay. But she doesn't stay home long enough for Joe to check out anything for her. Joe needs to remove the battery and go get it tested like at AutoZone or something. But yeah, Colin took her to the teaching job, and then she canceled work or called off from Food for Less. And Colin's gonna pick her up from the school that she's teaching at. He's not teaching at the same schools Jada's teaching at. So Colin's gonna pick her up, and then they're gonna go back to the studio so he can teach his class, because he teaches some students at the studio. But I wanted to ask you guys for a favor. My cousin Effie's sister-in-law, her husband's brother's wife, is sick with colon cancer. It's in the early stages, and they did surgery and they think they caught it all, but she's having a very difficult time recovering from the surgery that they did, because they cut off some of her intestines. And I don't know if you understand stomach issues and intestinal issues, but that's like the hardest thing to heal in the body, because the way the anatomy is set up, it has to like reroute things, you know what I mean? So she's having trouble with throwing up and pain, and it could be where the pain is coming because she's throwing up. But she's always positive and a really kind person. But Effie told me today that she said she's so tired. She says, I don't know how much more I can go on, I'm tired. And that really touched my heart, because this is a person that gives all the time, and now that she's ill, I feel like we need to be there to lift her up. A lot of people, when they get ill, they don't want you to know and they want to keep it a secret. She's not keeping it a secret, and she's receiving visitors and receiving prayer. And Joe and I will make it a point to go see her. We're going to lay hands. We're going to take some blessed oil, lay hands. I want to go buy her like a throw, because when I turned 42, she gave me a throw, and I use that throw every single day. And every time I'm making the bed in the morning with the throw, I pray for her. And every night when I cover with the throw, I pray for her. And so I've put her on my roster to pray unceasingly. And what that means for me is every time she crosses my mind within every hour of the day, I'll say a prayer for her, even if it's just like, God bless her and heal her now in Jesus' name. The prayer could be as quick as that. You don't have to be long-winded, especially when you're praying for people unceasingly. So I have quite a few people on my roster for unceasing prayer. And we're going to continue to lift them up. We have to continue to lift up my Aunt Jenny. She's very strong right now because she's got a lot of people around her. But, you know, when everybody goes back home, that's when that loneliness sets in. And, you know, I don't know how my dad did it for 2 years just in the house by himself, lonely as hell. You know, we tried to go visit, but that wasn't often. And my sister didn't go too often. Let me see who's calling me. Hello? Oh my God, do you guys get these calls from Marriott all the time? And they call from my area code, so I wonder if Jada's using somebody's phone. So Claire from Marriott, somebody gave her my phone number so I could win a cruise. I ain't going on no cruise. I don't think that I would ever take a cruise because I have issues with being on a big boat to where one person could get sick and wipe out the whole damn boat. Not your girl. Plus, I just feel like I would get motion sick. You guys know I have trouble with vertigo and dizziness and stuff. It's like, that's not for me. By the way, everybody loved my bag. Joe, my bag was a hit. And I'm glad I took a lot of jackets because I could loan some out. So, we redid the picture of my aunt's wedding because all the bridesmaids were there. So we did a grown-up version. I'm going to put them side by side. Show the when they got married 42 years ago. I'm on the left, 10 years old. Marcelo, which is my aunt's husband, his cousin Irma is next to me. She was 11. On the side with my Aunt Jenny was Marcelo's sister Araceli. She was 11. She was tall, but now she's tiny. She's shorter than me, and I'm only 5'2". And then my cousin Effie, she's tall. She's the tallest of us. She's like 5'10". So she was 5 years old in the picture. And we were all there except for Marcelo. Yeah. It brought up a lot of bad memories about my mom. The people who did the photography for my mom, they were there. And they did the photography. My sister hired them for this. I think they had a large enough crowd though, right, Joe? The food went over well. The thing almost overheated the rice and beans. Because Effie and Robbie sit right there and the thing they catch fire, and then I say, as I walk in, I saw the smoke. I'm like, that thing is too hot, take it off. So the potato salad gone good too because somebody else took potato salad. I'm glad I didn't take a whole lot. You brought that back through the tray? The bin? Huh? The bin that was in? Thank you, babe. Thank you for all the help that you did today. Joe was a big help today. Not only did he cook. Hello, this is Barbara. I'm well, and Kathy? Hey, I caught your voice. I have so much Kathy in my phone. It's like, I need to put your last name. So we made it home. It is 6:15. We got home like 5:30, right, Joe? Mm-hmm. Like 5:30 we made it home. It was, you know, we went normal speed for a while and then it was slow go, but there was nothing treacherous or crazy going on. But right when we got in, a big shower came down and then it was lightning and thunder, and the thunder was like scary, like Belize thunder, okay? And so I'm glad I'm home. Jory's not home yet. He should be leaving work right about now. Jada's at the studio with Colin. Her car didn't work today. I kind of had like a premonition that the car was gonna fail her today, and so Colin picked her up from the teaching job and they're at the studio teaching a class, and then they're coming home, and I'm just praying that they come in safely. So I'm just gonna go ahead and wrap this one up. It was great to see everybody at the funeral service. I told my aunt, don't worry, everybody's gonna come out. If it's important to them, they'll come. There was more than enough food, and everybody just sat there and talked and reminisced, and yeah, such is life, right? Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I think it'll be a short one, but I wanted to put this one out separately by itself. I'll see you guys again next vlog. Bye.